we'll give it some time so it can load, and then should be able to hop right in and have a good time. I hope the sounds of the storm outside don't bother you guys. I don't think it should be loud enough that the microphone will pick it up, but I don't know. We shall see. Don't know, don't care. We've already seen the intro to Fallout 4. Nice! Love mods. Love them so much. They always break everything, and I love it. I love it dearly. I'm hearing double, but I don't think you guys will be. Who do I want to be? I don't really want to spend a whole lot of time in customization. So, you. Sure. We're this guy now. Alright. Ah, yes. Added. Beautiful. Close the closet. Close the other closet. Close that door. We don't need to leave our shit open. Huh. Maybe it is. Is it? I hope it's fixed now. I think I fixed it. I don't know. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. We'll see how it turns out when it's finished. It's not like I'll be spending a whole lot of time talking to people anyway, so it seems like it's just the voices, so. Yeah, it will be nice. Literally don't care. I just don't care. I literally don't care. What are we naming ourselves? What do we want to be? Chief. Let's be Chief. Yeah, why not? Sure. So here's the way to do it, right? Crank everything up to a 3. Alright, so then you got a nice baseline. Start putting some in strength, putting some in intelligence, put some in luck, and put some in endurance. That'll be our build. I always gotta be a smart boy because I like leveling up fast. Yep, cool. Don't care. Why is it doing that sound? I really hope you guys don't hear all this double audio. You shouldn't. I don't. It says it's only recording one set, but. Yep. You know, if it weren't for the fact that it always breaks when you get mods like that, I would definitely have some alternate start mods on right now. But the game always likes to break when you do that. It's really frustrating. It'll break like mid-game quests and shit. Well, not necessarily mid-game. I know some of them start to break like the Valentine quest line. You get about, well, that's pretty early game, honestly. Where you have to go save Valentine. Ellie just won't talk to you. It's less than ideal. Um, but, you know, whatever. I guess I'll just suffer through this in order to have the rest of the game work. Really deeply wish that our Lord and Savior Todd Howard had put in a skip for the intro once you've played through it, like, once, maybe twice. Like, you know, optional skip, right? You know, it's not like you're forcing people not to see it if they really like it, but, like, come on, man. Just, like, just let me speed through it, please. I don't need the tutorial. Or at least be like Fallout New Vegas, where it's like, you have the official actual tutorial part where you set up your character, and then after that you have tutorial quests that you can do if you want, you know? That's what I want. But all the tutorial stuff is non-optional. It's kind of one of my big gripes with Fallout 4, honestly, is they set it up to be so, like, hold your hand and fucking guide you along for so much of it, like, um, you know, Fallout New Vegas, you play that, or even Fallout 3, you know, you're kind of flung out in the waste to figure shit out on your own, right? And so then when you do stuff that's you doing it, and it still kind of is in Fallout 4, but there's a lot more hand holding, right? So, like, if you're playing Fallout New Vegas and you kill a fucking Deathclaw, you're like, hell yeah, I killed a Deathclaw. Fallout 4, it's like, oh yes, mandatory Deathclaw fight. Okay. You know? It's the fucking, it's the, honey, it's your scheduled 2 o'clock Deathclaw fight. Yes, honey. Like, it's that fucking meme, bro. And it's not right. I don't like it. It's kind of garbage, straight up. But with that said, I will still continue to play this game until the end of time. I even got to play it in VR. Get to that in a second. But I will still continue to play this game to the end of time because the shooting feels pretty good. It's not. It doesn't feel as good as like Halo or Destiny. I know they modeled it after Bungie first-person combat, but it doesn't feel as good. Um, However, the pretty good combat, aside from melee combat, which I don't really like melee characters that much anyway. I'm a gun nut, so whatever. It's not for me. Um, that mixed with the firearms customization in this game is enough to get me to keep playing over and over and over again with new mods for new guns and all that kind of shit. Like, that is my bread and butter. I don't even care about my settlements half the time. I mean, the settlement system's actually really cool. Straight up, not gonna lie, it's actually a cool system. I'm gonna try and turn that down a little. See if that maybe helps the doubled up thing. Nope, not helping you. Fuck you. Gonna sell this ring too, bitch. Get fucked. I'm gonna sell my ring and your ring. Get fucked. Like I was saying though, the weapons customization gets me to come back time and time again because I can always, you know, I always hop in and build new weapons and firearms and shit, and I just love that. It's one of the same reasons that I play a lot of Arma, honestly. I know I said I'd make a video talking about the Armor channel, however, OBS, as you saw with that video I just posted about a week ago, as of recording this, I guess probably a little longer, well, no, posting is probably going to be the same day. But, yeah, you know, that's one of the same reasons I play Arma, is because the amount of customization with tactical gear and firearms and all that, right? You know, Operator Barbie over here, right? Of course, Arma 3 also has a beautiful mission editor. Like, imagine Forge, for those of you who haven't played it. Imagine Halo's Forge, except you have a fuck ton more objects. You can customize, like, what the players will spawn with, including what they're wearing and all of their gear and everything. And you have Forgeable AI, which you can customize all of their gear, skill sets, ranks, names, appearance, everything. Not just appearances and outfit, but appearances in like you pick what their face looks like. Like, it's really in depth, and I love it a lot. You can also program the AI to do this and that and have different events and whatnot. I just finished up, not quite finished up, it's in playtest right now. But I made a zombie mission inspired by some of the Resident Evil stuff, right? Lamau, you died. Um, Let me tell you, playing this in VR was weird because I was able to lean back through the cryopod and look at the wall behind me. It was crazy. Um, yeah, I'll end up telling you guys about Arma 3 at some point. It's just due to the fact that OBS does not like when I'm running a game on my PC. Well, my PC doesn't like running OBS and a game at the same time. Um, so it's a little tricky. A little tricky there. But, it is what it is. Oh, that was the sound of just a big chunk of water falling off of a tree and slamming on the roof. That was cool. That was really cool. Also, this part in VR, you don't fall out. You just kind of teleport, so now you're standing right here. You're just like, you're in there, and then you're here. It's weird, but I'm glad they did it like that, because Fallout 4 VR doesn't feel good on the brain. Chief, calm down. Give me your ring. Cool. I'll get to that at some point. Well, I won't get Sean back. I'll probably blow a fucking hole in his head, I'll be honest. I usually don't side with the Institute. Fuck him. You know what? Fuck it. Let's take everything. Let's just try and get as much material as we can, so we can start off the best we can. Usually, I don't really care about it. I'm not that worried about it. But I don't really want to spend too much time looking for screws. I mean, none of this has screws, but yeah. So fucking VR is really cool for Fallout, but it does not feel good on your brain. Um, it's very, you play through it and you're like, yeah, this was not designed for VR. It's very stuttery and janky a lot. So it hurts a little bit. But with that said, it's not too bad. It was pretty fun getting to actually be in Fallout 4. Seeing all the weapons in front of me was cool. The 10mm pistol, I knew it was a big pistol, but it just feels so large in your hand. It honestly reminds me more of like a Desert Eagle than it does a normal 10mm caliber pistol, right? You don't, like a 9mm pistol is not going to be that much smaller than a 10mm pistol. Depending on the manufacturer, they'll actually end up being essentially the same size. And of course, this is talking about a standard like Glock 19, Glock 17 sized pistol, right? Somewhere in there. A 10mm is not going to be that much bigger than that. Oftentimes, it'll be the same size as that. But the 10mm pistol here in game is pretty massive. It's more the size of a Desert Eagle if you slap a fucking thing on the bottom of it, right? Because you have that right there, right in front of that fucking trigger guard. You have all this stuff sticking out. And of course, I always put a longer barrel on mine because I like the classic Fallout 3 look of the 10mm pistol more than the Fallout 4 look. So I try and at least get the silhouette of the Fallout 3 one. And in doing so, you just have a giant chunk of metal right there, right? And you obviously you don't hold it as close to your face as fucking retard over here does. But it's still pretty crazy. It is also very tricky, by the way, holding a fucking weapon steady in VR. Because, you have two different VR controllers, so you can only do so much to hold it steady in your hands. Like, I can't brace it the way I would an actual handgun, right? I'm not able to line up my thumbs right up there to get them lined up with the fucking slide. I'm not able to get a good high grip up on there and really get right under that fucking ducktail. I can't get it real tight and nice up in there. You guys couldn't see it, I was actually mimicking it. I realize how dumb that looks for you guys, but you know, don't worry about it. But I can't get that good grip on there. Instead, I just have two controllers that I can just shove next to each other and hold there to kind of mimic it. But it's just not the same, obviously. And so, good to see that's good to see good to see the Pip-Boy is already on my arm. All right, you know, whatever. Modding, pretty cool, pretty cool. Look in the bottom left hand corner of the screen there. I got that nice fucking tablet attached to my arm. Yeah, melee combat does not feel good in this game. Felt so much better in the previous games, but then again, I was never a melee guy anyway, so I don't really care. Get fucked melee builds. Oh, that's right, there's still some you. You know what, fuck it, let's just save ammo. I know I'll end up wasting it elsewhere. But yeah, so it's weird, it doesn't quite work the way you want it to. You know, it works, it's just you don't feel nearly as stable. And I know I watched, Up Is Not Jump made a couple of videos talking about Fallout 4 VR, and he mentioned how, what was the joke he made? It was something like, you know, he was talking about like Soap McTavish and like Call of Duty and shit. He's like, oh, I'm not steady arm, McNevermove or something like that. Talking about how the average person is going to have a good little bit of shake there. They're not going to have that good, sturdy, stable thing. Even an actual, like, competition shooter, right? He's going to have a little bit of movement, a little bit of sway. Call of Duty, you just aim and it stays there. It doesn't move. You know, obviously, realistically shooting, that's not how that works. Throw in eyeglasses, and, you know, we'll put on the new fancy one. And take off the wedding ring, because that's getting sold. Get fucked, wife. Okay, so we're not gonna fuck with the cheat terminal. I think my audio might have been fucked up a little in the beginning, so if I didn't, if it doesn't come through and it wasn't said, I'm not using the cheat terminal in order to get supplies or whatever. It is, oh, it's glitched. Fuck me. Alright, awesome. I'm not using it for anything like that. I literally only have it there in order to be able to fix the game when it breaks. Because when you mod it a bunch, especially when you get overworld mods, so that the entire world around you is changed wildly, such as turning it into a desert like I did, you can break things a lot. And I'm not trying to have the game break and have to reload saves and shit, so it's easier to be able to use the cheat terminal and instantly warp somewhere if I get fucked up, and I'm not able, like I'm in a position where I can't fast travel because there's enemies nearby or whatever, but I'm stuck and whatever. I don't know. You'll see if I end up using it. I don't think I'll end up cutting pretty much anything out. Simply because I don't intend to do anything boring. Oh, but the game intends to freeze. Thanks, Fallout. Oh, you know, I could do some Destiny on here too. Ooh, I can finally do Halo 3. I think I mentioned that in that last video, but I have like 3 or 4 copies of Halo 3, and I don't regret it. I have everything from the normal copy to the special edition with the full helmet that is literally sitting on my computer desk right in front of me right now. I have the MCC copy. Like, I have multiple copies of Halo 3, and I love it. And I'm okay with having that many copies of it, because I think it's completely worth it, and I don't regret it in the slightest. So obviously this video is going to be a bit longer than normal. We're already at about the point where I'd usually stop, but I don't want to just have the intro and just leave it at that. So we're actually going to get down to Concord and probably start along the Minutemen thing, maybe? I don't know. Might also record another video immediately after this and just kind of hold on to it for a minute and upload it in a couple of days or something. I don't want to just like drop a bunch of uploads on you and then stop uploading for like a week, and then like my work schedule is weird. So I know that's what would happen, so I'm just trying to avoid that if I can, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I might not be able to avoid it. Fun fact, I remember the first time I played this, I didn't realize these wooden crates were here, and I never looted them. And they just stayed there, full of loot. Useful early game loot, mind you, because it has like Radaway and shit in there. And I just never grabbed it. also, there is, over here, fun fact, there is a little hideaway up on that hill. Now, normally, no, it's this hill, yeah. Normally it's really hard to see because there's trees and shit back here, and so it's like actually a hidden observation point. However, the desert mod makes it really easy to see. You can get some purified water, some dirty water, which dirty water is not as useful, but purified water is really nice. And it's a railroad spot. There are a lot of theories that that is where Deacon was monitoring you from, and he's like been watching you all the way since you got out of the vault, all the way until you first meet up with the railroad. There's a bunch of different NPCs that look just like Deacon, and they're just like unnamed random like drifters and settlers and shit that'll just pop up at certain points throughout the game. And it's theorized that those are all Deacon watching you. I think it's kind of a neat theory. Also, how the fuck do I have this little health? Like, I still have 2/3 of my health, but like, how the fuck? Yes, give me all the junk. Give me everything tonight. It's not a very good song, by the way. Give me everything tonight. Kind of garbage, if I remember. Played it in band back in the day, and I recall it not being that good. I think that was our homecoming song, but I could be wrong. No, maybe that wasn't. No, was that our... We played it for something, I don't remember what. I also remember we played Taking It to the Streets, which, if you turn that into an acronym, spells out tits, and we thought that was amazing. I'll be honest, I'm still slightly entertained by the fact that we played a song that was essentially called Tits. Alright, we're gonna take all the junk we can find, and we'll end up scrapping a bunch of shit throughout the settlement once we actually make it into a settlement, but I'm not worried about that yet. Oh. Don't mind me. Oh, that's right, this isn't VR, it doesn't. It pauses the game when I'm in my Pip-Boy. I love that about VR. It doesn't pause the game when you're in your Pip-Boy, and so you're, like, rushing. I wish that was an option in the normal game. I know that's how it is in, like, 76. But I wish that was an option in the normal game. So the Pip-Boy wasn't just a pause, like, eat fucking a bunch of food or whatever, Skyrim style, and heal up, and then get back out there. I mean, New Vegas kind of fixes that, because when you eat food, it has to take a little bit of time to go into effect, but, like, that's not that helpful. Like, it doesn't really fix it that much. Clean gray suit, that's fucking useless. Really? You didn't even give me any junk? You just gave me a fucking suit? I'm not gonna walk around in a fucking... Well, it's clean, actually. I'll take it. I'll take it for business meetings, why don't we? We'll go have a bunch of business meetings. Some of these mailboxes have ammo. Well, they usually do, at least. Fuck you, Codsworth. Completed. Go home. Talk to Codsworth. I don't feel like it. Search. Alright, cool. So now we have the workshop here, which is awesome, because I don't care. And we'll actually scrap what we don't want. How much are you actually worth? You're worth a little bit. I might be selling some of this stuff. I'm gonna throw the uncooked meat in here, because I'll end up fucking cooking that at some point, like all just the base ingredients and shit. Probably get thrown in here. Maybe the dirty water too, actually, because it's kind of a base ingredient for some stuff, I think. Maybe? I think? I don't know, I don't do a ton of cooking, as you might be able to tell. Let's go ahead and continue picking up all the junk here. Yeah, you can tell, like, when you get here, you can tell that this is designed to be, like, you can customize it all you want, because it's a massive settlement. But at the same time, it's designed so that you don't have to actually do anything for it to be an effective settlement. You know what, this is fast. We'll go with the fast one. Like, you can just leave it as is, and it'll work as a decent player home. Because you have containers and shit here, you have plenty of fucking... You got plenty of different crafting benches and whatnot for different items, and all sorts of fucking loot and shit here for you to get. I don't know, it makes for a decent player home. But I think that also bottlenecks it to a degree, because then people who play the game and don't really care about the role-playing side of the game, you know, the role-playing part of the RPG. Why did I take a fucking red dress? Whatever, I'll sell it. I don't care. You know what? Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just sell all the fucking junk that I can't scrap to make stuff. But if you're not into the role-playing side of the game, it fucking bottlenecks you down, so you're not forced to use Sanctuary, but it's the only good option because it's so much larger. It already has access to all the stuff that you're really looking for, and you get it right away, which means that you're right away going to be able to start getting resources here, which means you don't have to worry about transporting stuff to your new player home whenever you get a new one. It's just automatically there for you. Like, there's literally no reason to change to a different player home unless you're doing it for roleplay reasons or, you know, whatever personal reasons. Like, there's no objective reason. This is literally the best. It doesn't get better than this. You even have access to water outside. So, like, if you really, really want to set it up like a settlement, you have everything you need here to make a complete, like, setup, good to go settlement. There's zero reason whatsoever to bother with any of the other bullshit. Oh, fun fact. Actually, that's a novice, so I'm not gonna worry about that. If you come across a safe that you can't lockpick in Sanctuary or in any settlement for that matter, just scrap it, and all the items inside will just go to the workshop. However, obviously, you know, being able to lockpick gets you some experience, which is nice. So, you know, do you want the items more, or do you want the experience? If you want the items more, then just scrap it. If you want the experience more, then just fucking lockpick it. I mean, you get the items either way, but lockpicking it, sometimes you'll just kind of get stuck and not be able to. Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on how good you are at lockpicking, and I don't like security batons. Can I upgrade you? No. Actually, the security baton said it could be upgraded, but I don't actually even know what part of that can be upgraded, because I've never done it. Because I think the security baton is trash. Bubblegum is less than helpful, but whatever. Coca-Cola, that's more helpful. I'll probably need some here soon, because I'm actually taking a lot more damage than I wanted to be. Shit. Shit. See? See, I'm taking too much damage. Fuck it, send it. We'll eat those. Blood pack, HP 50. I could have swore the blood packs were an HP of 1. Did they change that for this one? I think they did. Hold on, let me heal a little bit more. Need some bubblegum. Guess the bubblegum did save me. Maybe. Maybe not. Whatever. I'm gonna sell so much clothing. Holy shit. I'm gonna sell it to somebody who doesn't even sell clothing also, so they're just gonna have clothing that they're not gonna want. We'll try it. We'll try it. I don't feel like I'm gonna get it. Oh my god, I got it. Damn. Fucking beautiful. Did I already loot this? Yes, I did. Cool. Damn, this is getting to be a long video. Whatever, that's fine. It's part 1. I'm fine with this being long. Alright, so we're going to store that, scrap that. All the clothes are more or less just going to get sold, honestly. That's all just going to be money. Money, money, money. Again, we're going to store the meat so that I can turn that into something better later. Scrap you. Come on, exit out, please. Please exit. Please. Thank you. Alright, and then, if you don't know, which if you don't know, I'm surprised. But, you know, hey, whatever. If you come back here, behind this blue house on the corner, there's a root cellar. It's got a little wire heading away from it. It's got some wild meat fruit here. But the root cellar always has loot in it, and there's no enemies, no nothing, so it's a good place. Just go down, grab some stuff. You get some gold, you get some medical supplies, you get some food, purified water. There's a bed down here if you want to sleep. You could honestly make this a player home. It's just not customizable, so whatever. ammo, and then there's also this chest here. Not chest, fucking safe. But it's advanced, so I can't get into it. I couldn't remember if it was fucking advanced or whatever the next one up is. God damn it. Every fucking Bethesda game uses a different system for their fucking locks. It's like beginner, adept, advanced, novice, master, expert, all that shit gets thrown in together, and I never remember which one goes where for what game. They really need to have like a specific system that they just stick with, you know? But they don't. They never do. They never do. I really don't care to speak to Codsworth, I'll be honest. So we're just going to run inside past him. And we'll grab loot from here. And then we'll get the Your Special book, and we'll probably deck out our guns a little. And then head to Concord. Actually, you know what? I think we'll leave the decking out the firearms until next episode. Because I'll probably have a good bit to speak on that. Probably. I don't know. I didn't... Actually, you know what? I'm okay with strength. I accidentally pressed A when I didn't mean to. I wasn't going to go with strength, but I guess we're sticking with it. I was going to go with intelligence, but that's fine. Carry weight is not a bad thing when you're filling your inventory with random bullshit like I am. Car. Alright, I think I already got the wine out of there. I don't really need the wine, so that's probably just going to go into the storage. Whoop, lamp. Alright. Store all the junk. My wine will go in there. I guess that'll be my celebratory wine for when I destroy the Institute, inevitably, as I will. Alright, well, I think we're going to end it right about here. So yeah, if you guys are liking these videos, whatever, what have you, let me know. I guess I have more stuff to loot in here. If you guys like this, let me know what you guys' thoughts are, what you guys want to see. If there's any comments, concerns about the recording software, how everything's set up, if you have any tips, advice, whatever, I didn't mean to close that, what have you, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one.